Hello everybody, it's me, Neville Mulama, your host for the Youths in Tune show. Welcome yet again to another episode where we get to talk to a young person in the music industry and get to have a conversation to understand how they maneuver through their industry and balance their academic work as well. For today's show, we will have Kanji, a director, a playwright, and also a songwriter for scripts. Join me as we get to know more about her journey in this musical field. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Welcome to the show, Kanji.
Thank you so much.
Let's start by you introducing yourself first.
Well, my name is Anne Patricia, but I go by Kanji. I'm a student at UON. I'm doing Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. Yeah.
And so this field of music you've picked is a really interesting one, and you don't encounter a lot of people doing it. That's writing for scripts. So let's start off. What made you interested in pursuing such a venture?
Well, I've always been interested in music. I've always been interested in plays. So it just came naturally when I started writing plays for high school. I was in Loretta Convent. We used to have a talent show every year. So one of the things we used to do was present a play. And when I wrote a play for the school, the one thing that came to my head was that you need to write a song to show the mood of the play. Yeah, so I just started writing for scripts.
So you started first as a scriptwriter,
yes.
Then you went to writing songs.
Yes.
So if you compare between writing scripts and writing songs for scripts, which is easier?
I feel like I'd say writing the song, because to get the song you already have the script. You already have the mood of the script, you already know what's happening in that play. You already know what's happening in that scene, so you just feel what's happening and it flows out of you.
So music actually plays a great role in movies, and you know some scenes zina emphasize you on music. So where do you get the inspiration to actually come up with something, and how long does it take you to actually come up with songs for a script? Because I'm sure scripts are like plays are usually between 1 to 2 hours, if I'm not wrong, and you have to make songs for almost like a couple of songs. So where does that inspiration and how long does it take you to do that?
It's entirely dependent on the scene that you're writing for. So if it's a sad scene, I'd rather find out what's happening in the scene and pull from like personal experience. So it's the scene plus personal experience. And how long it takes, it also depends if I have enough inspiration to write. Yeah.
That's actually amazing. And let's go now to your personally. So when writing the songs, I'm sure they're classical songs, if I'm not wrong, if you're writing the songs to the script, or which type of genre are they?
Depends on the director. If the director tells you they want this specific genre for the scene, they want this specific mood, so you have to write according to what the director tells you.
And also in the process of writing, do you also get the chance to perform the songs, or do you just write and then go and coach them how it's sung and leave the rest to the director?
The last play I wrote for, it was this after Form 4 programs, and I co-wrote a song with my friends and we performed it for the play in Kenya National Theatre. Yeah.
So you have some experience in performance also.
Yes.
And do you also have some experience in recording music as a recording artist?
I have recorded my own covers, but I have not written music to record. Okay, I have written music, but I have not recorded the music that I've written.
Oh, and
yes.
Which one do you prefer between writing between live performing at stages for plays or recording? Since you've recorded your cover, so you have recorded a bit.
Yes.
So which one do you prefer, recording or performing it live for stages?
Recording. I have stage fright.
But in the play, when are you also part of the play while singing the songs, or are the songs used as background tracks?
If it's a background track, let's use Kenya National Theatre as an example. They have an underground, under the stage there's a pit for music. So instruments and vocals are set up there. So if it's background music, that's where you end up singing. But there are some songs, like the song I wrote, I had to be on stage alone with a spotlight on me. Though the thing about the spotlight is you can't see. You can't see what's happening outside. So that was the only thing that kept me from screaming in the middle of the stage.
So apart from plays, do you also write songs for other artists to sing?
No, not really.
Have you ever considered it as a viable venture for you?
Yes. But it depends on someone's taste. If the person I'm writing for doesn't like my music, can't exactly continue with that venture.
True. Yeah, you can't. So now let's go to the other side of things. You pursue chemistry.
Yes.
And personally, for me, chemistry was it really beat me up in high school. And so if I'm seeing how and I'm sure right now the chemistry you're pursuing, it's really advanced from the organic chem and molds that we did in high school. So how do you get to balance between pursuing something that you love, which is writing for plays and scripts and writing scripts, and also at the same time pursuing chemistry? And I'm sure you have a real passion, as you're talking off air, your passion for chemistry. So how do you manage to balance the two?
You always have time for the things you love. You can't just say, I love doing this, but you don't actually do it. So you make time for the things that you love. So I do make time for music, I do make time for chemistry. But right now, because chemistry is my main focus in school, I have to focus on that, but I do make time for music.
So there's also something called writer's block.
Yes.
How do you deal with that?
I listen to other music. I listen to my favorite bands, I listen to my favorite artists, and to get me in the mood, I write.
Oh,
yes.
That's really amazing. So we go to, music. I believe music is supposed to be positive. Music should inspire something, and music should generally just like, I feel it's giving back to the community. As an artist, you need to be inspired. You need the community to inspire you, so that you also get inspiration to inspire the community. So when writing your music for plays, is that something that you target to do, or you just write depending on the mood and you don't have a specific agenda in mind?
I write to entice specific feelings in a person. So you listen, and the thought that comes to your head is, oh my gosh, this is how I feel when I listen to that song, and it gets stuck in your head. That's what I aim for.
And have you been has anybody ever approached you and told you, that song you wrote for that play, it was really catchy, and something of the sort?
Yes.
How does it feel?
Of course, it feels you're like on cloud 9, and you're so excited and all that. So it's a good feeling.
Oh, that's really great. Seeing you pursue two humongous things at the same time, because I know these are totally demanding and draining activities. So how did your parents take up to the fact that you're pursuing something else, non-academic? And many people in Kenya, though it's changing, but many case stories you hear from people are, I wanted to do so and so, lakini mzazi alikataa nisome. So how was the case for your parents? Are they accommodating to your venture?
Well, my parents have never been against what I do, because since I was small, my mom used to keep all the poetry I wrote. She used to encourage me to write stories. She even helped me start a blog. I used to have a blog where I wrote stories and my thoughts, journals, everything. She's always been very encouraging about it. And about chemistry, well, the fact that I'm pursuing a different passion from what I am actually doing in school, my mom is okay with that, because she says that you can't exactly serve one master. You can't be stuck in one thing. You can have a skill in this and you can have a skill in that, and you can combine them and you can make your own dreams come true by doing more than one thing.
So a second call to the parents: support. It's all about support. That's how your child will grow. So as any other profession, you obviously have challenges. So what are some of the challenges you experience as a song playwright, and how do you get to overcome them?
Well, when it comes to writing music for plays, like I said, it's the director who tells you the mood of what they want. So if you don't have experience in such a feeling, you might not be able to write it out. So you can talk to someone about, if you know someone who's gone through that, you talk to them and ask them how it actually felt for them, and you try and incorporate their feelings into words.
So deviating away from the film industry now we speak to music in general. How is the music industry in Kenya? Like, how do you perceive of it? Because most people say that, oh, Kenyan artists, we don't have content. Kenyans, we make subpar content. But personally, I believe that's not true. Though I want to hear it from your point. What do you think about those who say that?
I'd tell those people that they haven't listened to actual good music. Because if you go into the deep webs, you can listen to good Kenyan music, not the one that is out here, that is played everywhere, that is on the radio constantly. Because that is the one that is generally degrading to women, and it's praising drugs and all that. But if you actually listen to the stuff that is not played outside, you will hear that there is good Kenyan music.
And what do you think could be the matter? The good Kenyan music is not being heard.
I know I'll be banned for this, but it's just that some people don't have taste. Some people generally don't have taste.
Or could it be the masses have a specific taste that the artists have to acclimatize to so that they please them?
Yeah, so it's just that musicians tend to, there are people who stick to this, they stick to the craft, they don't change for the masses. And those are the people you don't hear commonly. You don't hear them everywhere. But the people who actually change to accommodate the masses, they tend to stray from what they used to do, from what is genuinely them. So,
in future, do you plan to continue to pursue both chemistry and songwriting actively, or do you think one will have to suffer in case of the other?
I don't think one should suffer in case of the other, because genuinely I do want to go into further studies in chemistry, but I do want to do more than just chemistry. I do have plans to make more time for music, to make more time for script writing, to make more time for blogs. Because I even closed my old blog because I stopped writing, and I just want to go back into writing for people to read. I just want to do that. So I will make time, even after I'm done with school, I will make time for everything.
So what I'm getting basically from this whole conversation we've had is staying true to your craft. So even if no one is seeing you, even if no one is consuming your content, you just stay true to who you are, and it will be out there.
Yeah.
And so as we wind up, I want you to speak to someone out there who wants to pursue songwriting for scripts, for plays, who wants to pursue music, and also wants to pursue a tough course. Because most of the people I've been having in my show are people who are really pursuing heavy courses. I've had an architect, I've had someone pursuing biochemical engineering, I've also had a journalist. So I want to, from a chemist, someone who deals now with actual chemicals, and it's really you need the brains to be there, but also at the same time you need to pursue your artistic talents. So I want you to give them a word of advice.
Well, as I said first, do stay true to yourself. That's the one thing. Make time for everything. Because studies, yes, you need to study, that's true, but you need to let your brain relax. If songwriting is what relaxes you, then do that. If writing scripts is what relaxes you, then do that. Because you can't keep stressing about just one thing. So do let yourself be free and relax. Yeah. So
thank you for gracing my show.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best in endeavors, and hapo mbeleni tutakuja kuona play. You'll tell us, we'll remind this, we'll push it on our show. Subscribers, make sure you come whenever she'll have a show. I'll be sure to update you. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and that's it. Kanji, thanks for gracing my show.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.